guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I do a little bit of everything. Initially, I was like, oh, digital planning. And now I do a little bit of everything. I do digital planning. We're going to be really, showing some wig reviews, real life wig reviews. So I'm going to put it on and affix it to my head and go out with it and do follow-ups and things like that. So I want you to get like real life, not just plop it on your head type of a wig review, because I feel like a lot of times when we get these wigs, we want it to be like an everyday wig, or how is it going to handle like some real-time stuff. So that's what we're going to do. But today we are going to be releasing my new planner. It is a little different from the planners that I have released before. And I will show you all of those things when we start going into that. But it is new. It's still a minimalist style planner, but it's also got like hints of blush and things like that. So I will take you through a complete walkthrough of it, show you some of the inserts that will be available as well. So, they're going to be a little bit more, just kind of use a blank page, here you go. Or if you want to do a whole section of like health and wellness or recipes or something along like lines like that, then you can go in and do all of those things. So as you know, I am an Android planner, and I only do planning on my Samsung Android, my Samsung Galaxy S7 Plus. I use the regular S Pen, and I do have a Logitech K480 wireless keyboard that I use to do my planning as well, and I use the Penly app. One of the great things about the Penly app now is that it now has sync features. If you don't know how to do sync features, I am going to be doing a video on how to do the sync features, so that your stuff will automatically sync from like this to your phone and back. So, which is amazing. They are absolutely amazing for this app because it is monumental. Anyway, so enough talking, and let's get to doing some showcasing. Guys, we are back. So let's go ahead and open up planner. We're going into Penly. So this is, well, let me go back. So these are some older planners that I have. And like there's a party planner and the minimalist upgrade and things like that. And then this is the new planner. So this is what the cover looks like. This is what you'll get. To open it up, you tap on the button and then you come to this page. So let's start left to right, and then we'll kind of go from there. So from the left, on the side, you have 7 tabs. You have the budget tab, you have the contact list, you have pages, and then you have 4 different sections that you can add whatever you want to. So if you want to make that your journal pages, or let's say you want to do some habit tracking or something like that, you can put all of your habit trackers in that one section. And then, of course, you've got this planner belongs to. You've got the buttons up at the top that if you tap it, it takes you to the 2022 or the 2023 year. And then you've got the buttons over here to the right for the months of the year. Okay. So again, let's start from the left to the right. So if you want to look at the budget stuff, you tap on that and it takes you to the budget stuff. So you can duplicate, it's just one set of them. So you can duplicate these pages for whatever months, because maybe one month you have like a little bit more that you want to plan. But so you'll have this, you have your monthly planner, and then you have your monthly budget. And you can go into as much detail as you want to. You have income, you have savings, you have debt payments, bills and expenses. This is kind of like an overview for that month, right? And then if you swipe, you have your expense tracker, you have your income tracker. So if you have multiple streams of income, you can track all of those things. If you have multiple expenses, you can track all of those things. And then you can come back to this page and kind of give yourself an overview of income, savings, debts, and expenses. You have your savings tracker. So if you're saving for, let's say, a European vacation or a safari, you want to go to Thailand. And so you know what that is going to take. You've already met with your travel agent, or you've did your research on whatever website that you go on. You can say, I'm saving for my trip to Tibet or to Thailand, and it's going to take me $8,000. So you can put your start date and your end date, and you can put all of those things in there and everything. You have a debt snowball tracker. So if you're wanting to, and you can do up to 4. So if you're wanting to pay down your student loans, if you want to pay down your car, you can start making, use of this and say, okay, these are the things that I want to pay down. And, the payment that you made, the extra payment that you made, and things like that, because that's what a debt snowball is. So, you're making your regular payment, but you're making an additional payment. And so that kind of snowballs down. A lot of times people don't know what that means. They're just like, oh, that sounds great. You've got an annual budget. So this is kind of like a snapshot of what you want your income to be. So, you can start like 2023 January and say, these are the things that I want to achieve. So I want my income to be, what you make on your job. So let's say you make $5,000 on your job, a month on your job, but you want to bring in like 8,500. So, and then you want your expenses to be down some. So you can kind of say, okay, this is what I want to do, but then you can also give yourself some action steps of how you're going to do it. Yearly bills tracker. So, things that you pay off annually, annual fees for credit cards or things like that. If you have memberships to clubs or country clubs or anything along those lines, you can kind of go down through that. Subscription tracker. So there's this app that you can, like Truebill, I think is what it's called, or something like that. And you can keep up with your apps and stuff like that, like Hulu and Netflix and YouTube TV. And do you have magazines? That type of stuff. Like, so for me, it would be like Canva and Creative Fabrica. And if you have like any of the Adobes, you can keep all of this on here. If it's set on auto renew, how often do you pay it? Do you pay it monthly or do you pay it annually? So you can kind of keep up with that. It's a good way for you to say, look at everything that you pay a year, and then just kind of say, okay, now I can go back to my annual budget and say, these are the things that I kind of maybe need to like I haven't looked at Netflix in forever. So I can take that off. And this is how much I'm saving over the year. And then you have your notes. So you can jot down notes. Again, you can duplicate this as many times as you want to. If you want a video on how to copy things, let me know so I can definitely show you how to do that. Another thing that this has is a contact list. And you can duplicate this as many times as you want to. I think I put 4 pages of this. So you can go through Okay. So you can go through, you can add their name, their business, their website, their email, their phone number, their address, and any notes that you may want. Uh, Birth dates, anniversary dates, you name it. Um, and you can do that as many times as you want to, and there is 8 contacts per page. So you can do that. So in case something happens and you need, oh, I've got my tablet, but like, let's say you don't have your phone with you and you can't scroll down through it, or if you just want to use this for business purposes and you don't want these people like in your phone, um, you can put them here, and then that's kind of how it goes. You got the pages tab. So this is something that I kind of like. So you have 8 different types of pages, and there's like 4 sets of pages. So you have like pink one, you have like, so you have pink pages. Go back. You have the white lined gray pages. You have grid pages. You have like, let's say you need to take some notes. You're planning something, you've got space over here to cut and paste, but then you can add like your notes to the side of what you're needing to do, like, I don't know, a wedding venue, and you want to make some notes, so you can put a picture of that and then put your notes in there, so on and so forth. Then you've got this one. It's more of like a column style. So you've got like 2 separate like column areas. You can jot notes. You can add things to that. Double column pages. Black lined pages. This would be great for journaling and things like that. And then just regular blank pages. So you can do whatever you want to with those. You can use those for inserts. You can use those for whatever. Then this is what the section pages look like. So you can add what you want to. Like, you can use this to put whatever it is on there. You can type in. So let's say I want to use, because I added some new ones. And we're going to do this in this gray color. Let's say I want to use this for, gosh, my brain just went blank. Okay, so let's say I wanted to use this for, and if I can type today, real estate, right? Okay. So then I want to go here. I want to turn it this way, and then, ooh, boop, 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 maybe. But then I just want to place it there. Okay. So keep in mind that, unfortunately, let me see if that works. Oops, take it off of that. Now, it won't go to every single solitary page. So unless you want to do that on every single solitary page, it's only going to show you like what that is when you tap that one. Okay. I don't really have a workaround for that. I could possibly think of one. But anyway, but you could put it there, and then you know exactly what that section is. I'm just thinking if there's a workaround for that. If there's like a way that I can just make that A, B, C, and D, and then I'll think about that, because I'm going to have to come back to that. But anyway, that particular section is going to be real estate. So then you can put like your real estate stuff there and things like that, which I do have an insert for all of my realtors out there. There's a way for you to keep up with all of that stuff, so you're not walking around with 18 files, because in real estate you have to keep all of these files together and everything else like that. So I do have inserts specifically for that, right? And I don't. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, so I may just do that, and then I may make a I think I have a workaround on that. Okay. So anyway, uh, and it's so funny how your brain kind of works as you're like tussling through these things. Because it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in after I get done filming this and make an A, B, C, D on each one of those. And then since I'm getting ready to go to this part, if you tap on the 22, then it takes you to that page. And then you can just, I'll put like section A, B, C, and D, and then you can just write it there. And I'll make that hyperlink to that as well. And then it'll be on 2023. So you should be able to copy and paste that like information there, or you can type it in and then place it on there. That's what I'll do. Anyway, so going back, this is just a small calendar, okay? It's not hyperlinked at all. It's not going to take you to anything. But if you tap on celebrations and holidays, it literally gives you like all of the major holidays for 2022, and then celebrations. So like you can have like a quick at a glance birthdays, and then if you want to go back in and add them into your calendar, you can, but they're all right here. So 2022 starts at August, and then of course goes on September, October, November, and December. So with my other planners, each month and the day was hyperlinked to the Google Calendar. It was hyperlinked to the Google Calendar. It does not sync back and forth. It's hyperlinked to the calendar. And then I went in and upgraded it and added a link to Gmail. So this time what I've decided to do was, instead of doing that, I'm just hyperlinking the calendar with the G here. So if you tap on that, it takes you to the Google Calendar. And then this takes you to Gmail. And then you can go from there and you can send out emails and stuff like that. So let's look at the August month, and all the months are set up like this. So on the side, you'll see these little icons. And if you tap on that, then it takes you to a weekly glance, right? And those have the Gmail and the Google Calendar attached to them as well. So you can look at the month at a glance. You can look at each day, top priorities. You can write your habits down there. You can track your water, things like that. Like, you can kind of go from there. When you go back, you could type in your month. When you go back, you have this. So then if you go down to, let's say, this upcoming Monday is the 30th. God, this month flew by. Holy crikeys. Okay. Sorry. This is the monthly, So this is for Monday, and then this is for Tuesday. So you have 2 pages at a glance. But each page so I'll show you. This is Monday. And then when you go back, if you tap on Tuesday, you'll see it'll take you to literally that same layout. But you've got like your schedule through 11 p.m. from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Any notes, you can write what you're grateful for. You can track your meals, any priorities that you have for the day, things that you have to do, like, take your kids to daycare or to get them up and get them ready for school. You have work you have to do, you have homework you may have to do, so on and so forth, and things like that. Go back. Oh, did it not? Uh-oh, did my thing? Oh, haha. That was weird. Okay. Um, but then that's pretty much that. And then when you go to 2023, same thing. Click on celebrations and holidays. You have the celebrations and the holidays here. And each one of your months is hyperlinked to that month, and everything. And then you can just kind of go from there. Penly is such a dynamic app. If you have not had a chance to get in here and play with it, you can choose your color, you can set it up, and everything else like that. So you can go in, set all of that good stuff up and everything. It's such a great app. They have spent so much time on it. But again, this is the planner. I'm going to go in, I'm going to make that quick change to it, and then I'm going to get it uploaded to the system and everything. But I really like it because it has so much potential to do so many things. So let me show you this. I'm going to go back to 22, and then I'm going to go here to this one. And since I've already said real estate, let me go ahead and show you because I opened my mouth and said something about it. I was like, oh, that was not churro. Sorry about that. You'll have to excuse me if you can hear Churro in the background scratching. I don't know. He acts like a cat some days, but he's really not. Okay, so this is the first one. So you can size this up as much as you want to, right? So you've got your buyer contact information here. So you can write their names in, their email addresses, their phone numbers, how much do they want to spend for their house, how many bedrooms. It's kind of like a wish list. Any special features, any neighborhood amenities and things like that. And then I'm going to snap back, and then I'm going to bring in the other one. Nope. Come on. Okay, this is a seller feature. This is kind of the same thing. And this, you can do like a quick, hey, this is just quick information. And then if you get, something under contract, buyer or seller, you can do like your pending tracker. Which one are you on? Are you the buyer side? Are you the seller side? Is this a referral? What is the purchase price? What's the commission rate? What is your portion of the commission? What is the total commission? The MLS information, the client information, the lender information. So all of this is just a screenshot of like, instead of so like if you just have this, or you have whatever, your iPad or whatever, you can literally just say, hey, listen, let me go ahead and contact the lender and see what's going on, or the title company, the cooperating agent. So you've got all of this right at a glance, and you're not shuffling through 18 pages, home inspector information. And then you can put all of that in there. And then you've got like a timeline. When was the contract date? When was that accepted? When was the inspection date? When was the inspection end? When was the appraisal date? When is the final walkthrough? Final closing docs. When are we getting those? Closing date. Do we give a gift to the client? Do we take down the, like just a timeline? And then you've got like your checklist of things that you may or may not need, in the portion in it. So as you're doing it, you can always go through and you know, like, yeah, hey, I've got the purchaser's contract. We got the counters. We got the addendums. We got the agency disclosure. We got the earnest money receipt. All of this other stuff. So you can start doing that as you go down through it. But this is what that looks like. So they're just simple inserts that you can use, and it's got like all of your information. And so you can do it this way. You can even, what is that? What is even that? Okay. So you can even duplicate this and make it per house, right? So you can put a picture of the house there, put the address there. If you're representing the buyer, then you can put like the buyer's info there, and then on the next page put the pending sales tracker. And then if you need to put something there like a scan of the HUD statement, you can do that too. So I mean, it's a jillion things that you could possibly do to it. So it's actually pretty darn cool. I've got, I'm going to take those off because I don't want those on there. I'm just going to tap that. We're going to trash that. We're going to trash that. But anyway, so I've got, oh, boop. Sorry about that. So I've got that planner coming, planner insert coming out. I've got the grocery and meal planner coming out, social media bundle, and the habit tracker. Social media bundle is one if you are wanting to kind of get yourself organized. Like, let's say you want to do some YouTube videos, but you're not really sure how to do it. There's like a format that kind of tells you, like, so you can kind of plan and plot out everything that you want to do. And then if you want to post it on Instagram or TikTok, or you have an Etsy store and a website, how do you keep up with all of those things? So all of that is in there as well. I'm going to be bringing those out this week. And so you'll be seeing like some, quick videos on those and how to use them. And again, you can always go through and use them in the planner, and you've got your sections here that you'll be able to do that. So if you want to make it like your social media section of your planner, then you could definitely do that as well. I'm going to try to take that off. Oh, I think I took, ooh. Okay. So yeah, so you can definitely do that. Anyway, so there is that. Like I said, I tried not to make the video too long, and I'm going to go in, make those corrections, and then that is that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so as a follow up, I want to thank you all for swinging by. I tried not to make this video too long, but I also wanted to kind of give you guys all of the little bits and pieces about this planner. It took me a while to kind of get it the way I wanted it, but it's definitely going to be something that I will be using. As you know, that it really started like mid-August, um, but in August, it goes from August of 2022 to December 31st of 2023. And so, it's wonderful. It can expand, and it's no lagging, things like that. So I'm super excited about it. And I hope that you are too. It will be available on my Etsy store and also on my website. On my website, it will be $1 less than what it is on my Etsy store. So if you have any questions about that, you can check down below. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, because I promise you what I have coming up in the future is going to be kind of fun, and it's going to be new for me. So subscribe. Click that bell notification, and we'll see you next time. My next video is going to be a wig do. So yeah, I want you to check out one of my new wigs. Thanks again, guys, for swinging by. Have a good day.